Hello, guys. Welcome back
Hello.
to No For Real podcast. This is Yasmeen.
And this is Thuraya. I miss you. I
Yeah.
really did. I feel like I haven't
Talked.
sat down and talked in such a long time, but I know it's not true. You
Yeah,
know,
it's been a couple
it's just
days.
a feeling. You know,
Yeah. We just can't stay away from y'all.
literally.
We're addicted. I'm addicted. I'm addicted.
There's a song, and I
Yeah.
forgot it because I never remember a lyric.
That's it. I'm addicted. I'm
Oh,
addicted.
okay.
Yeah. But I don't know the whole song either. Yeah, it's an
a form
inside
in
joke
art.
between me
Like,
and my friends.
the other day, I saw multiple posts regarding people that usually sing wrong lyrics, and it's a form in art. So it's a form of art to me that I sing wrong lyrics.
Oh, it is a form of art?
It is. It's a joke. Okay, it's not a form of art, but it's a talent.
You really fooled me.
See,
right
it
there.
works. It works. Just tell people it's a form of art,
Yeah.
and you are an artist.
I
for
can't.
singing
It's
wrong lyrics.
it makes me frustrated.
Yeah.
But what can I say? I have two people in my life that does that.
It is what it is.
One right here, and the other one is my mommy.
Today we are talking about AI, and we have spoken to you guys about AI before. It is the future. It is the now, actually. Everybody knows a little bit about AI. I hope it's not a surprise for nobody. Of course, like anything, I feel like it has pros and cons.
Of course.
And anything in this life, you can use it in ways where it does improve your life, and you can use it in ways where it does destroy your life.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like we are going too fast with AI, but I think this is what the future is gonna look like. Things back then used to take a long time to happen. Now, because of technology and quick access to resources, we are able to accelerate a lot faster than before. It is dangerous because we don't really see the side effects on a long period of time, you know.
Yeah.
Because the acceleration is so quick that we're not being able to study the consequences. We're just going with the flow. This is what really is scaring me the most about. It's like we have not studied a lifetime where AI was present. Like we are
True.
the guinea pigs.
I feel like before, before the 2000s, we had way more time to analyze how things are going to happen in case we have an AI world one day, right?
Yeah.
But right now we're really not having the time to just kind of pause and think about things. And the way that we talked about this a lot, the way that we're scrolling through our phones, and our attention span and all of that is affecting
Yeah.
the idea that we're really not thinking twice about how this thing is going to affect us. We're
Yeah.
kind of just going with the flow. But it is very, very scary, to be honest. I think it's going to take over the entire world. And I truly, truly believe that it's going to be kind of like the cartoons where one person is going to be controlling the whole world and is going to either destroy us or make it better. Which in this case is Elon Musk. That's the only person that pops up in my head as soon as you say AI. Literally.
Really?
He scares me.
I don't know how I feel about him. I think he does have a huge thing with the acceleration that we are seeing, but it's also intelligence that has always been here. We are just now seeing it, in front of our eyes. Like, I truly believe the amount of resources has not changed. It's just the access to them has changed, and what they're allowing us to see has changed,
Yes, but I feel like I agree with you. They have been working on it for a long time. It's been there forever. But it was always like kind of a secret ingredient of how the government or the higher powers run things.
Yeah.
But right now, people who are like Elon Musk, who has private companies, they can kind of have it as a resource for everybody, for the public to use it. And that is the most dangerous part, because if it's one person that is controlling this whole thing, you really don't know what is running in their brain or how they will control you through all of that in the future.
Yeah.
There's one movie on Netflix. I've never seen it, but I really want to watch it. It's called The World Behind Us, I think. It was basically there was one scene that I've seen that it went viral. I'm pretty much sure everybody knows about it. Is where the Julia Roberts, actually, she's filming in it, like acting in it. She's driving and she sees a bunch of Teslas like driving behind her, and they're all the same model. Everything is
I've
like,
watched this whole
right?
video, and I think people said that it is related to one of the political parties. And it is scary because it was basically no internet. Like the when the internet shuts down, everything is down. Like you can't, like none of the Teslas will know where it's going.
Yeah.
You know, and they all also have like computers that they're programmed to do the same thing at the same time, you know, the
Yeah,
same
they all
minute.
have the same brain kind
Exactly.
of. Yeah.
So when you are telling them all at once to go to that place, every single car is going to go to that place.
And I think that's the power that
Yeah.
those people have.
Yeah.
It's like if one day Elon Musk slept and woke up in the middle of the night and is like, oh, I want all these cars to go to this spot
Yeah, he can.
and destroy this whole and run over people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. he can.
It's just like one click right there.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
But it could also be very, very beneficial, and it could have us thrive as a society, all of us together. But from the things that he tweets and the stuff that he says politically also, it's a little bit sketchy. So it's a lot scary. I'm like, I don't have faith in him
Yeah.
or any of those higher powers to use AI in a good way.
I truly don't see AI in a good way unless it's like desk work. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
admin desk work. What else? Like
Yeah.
research, admin, like desk work. These type of things, or like self checkout where there is a computer that is scanning your hand movement, eye movement, cards, things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like these are part of making things quicker and more efficient. But I guess once you have AI implemented in one way, you can't just be like, okay, we can't implement it here, but
Yeah.
it's used here, you know? So there is no way to be like pick and choose, you know?
True.
Where to use it and where to not. But I like it, but I also know, of course, there are so much cons that comes with it.
True. I think in research, for example, it's not reliable in my opinion, because it a lot of the times it gives you like headlines of the thing. It doesn't really get in depth.
But you know, you can tell it. It's a computer. You can
Of
tell it to go
course.
into depth.
Yes.
You can tell it to be extremely correct.
But
You
it's
can tell
also
it to
sometimes
fact check.
but it's also programmed to be biased. You know what I mean? Like toward one thing against the other. So that's why I don't trust it. And there are a lot of political questions that people show examples that they ask AI,
Yeah.
and it says one thing about one group, but it doesn't say another thing about the other group.
Yeah.
It's not fair because it's basically, it says everything that the human teaches it.
Yeah.
So if the source is teaching the AI wrong stuff, then it's really going to spread wrong things to the people. It's like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Everybody can go there and just like edit it. That's why Wikipedia is never you can never have it on your citations for school.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know. I think that I would never want to live in a world where it's like 100% depending on AI. That's very scary. And if we do implement it in one area, like you said, everybody's now is going to be wanting to use it, and it's going to make the unemployment way worse. Because if the companies can rely on something that is way more precise than a human, then why keep the human? And they cannot pay them. You know, they can purchase the robot.
It's a one-time payment.
And never pay it unless
Maintenance.
unless actually, I don't think like maybe Tesla would want to like because you saw that the Tesla robot.
Robots, yeah.
Maybe they can rent them.
Yeah.
And that makes more sense for a company because they make a lot more money than selling it one time.
Yeah.
It's like you give a payment, but it will be much cheaper than a human, of course.
Yeah. That's actually very scary. The robot type of stuff is really terrifying because there are so much content out there that we have seen throughout all our life, from Hollywood to different like media platforms. They all show us like how robots can get twisted. Like, especially in movies. There
And you
are
believe
so
that.
many movies that show you how robots can get twisted in so many ways. I like so many movies out there. I can't even call one because I know there are so many, and I even get them mixed up sometimes.
Yeah.
So the idea is already out there. Like, we already know that if we use those machines and we give them the power that they need to operate in the way that we want them, these things might turn
Against
us.
100%. It's so scary. Like,
And we're still going. That's the thing, that we've been knowing this. Like,
Yeah.
I came to life, and I remember as a kid watching movies with robots, and I remember as a kid watching movies with robots that destroy humans, and
Yeah.
here I am now, and it's still the same thing, and we're actually going into this being more reality.
And it is true because big film companies like Hollywood, they actually get their information from the government. And
Firsthand,
yes. And it's things that actually will happen in the future. And a lot of those movies that we've seen that are saying some stuff that will happen in our society in the past, we're actually seeing things reflecting right now.
Yeah.
So we're watching a lot of movies and we're seeing it now. And I feel like in 20, 30 years those movies are going to be true.
Yeah.
I watched one movie actually. Oh, before I say that, I want to say something. This is a little bit outside of AI, but I was boycotting Netflix, right? Mm-hmm. And my sister did a lot of research about it. And now I know that I shouldn't be boycotting it. So
I knew from the get-go.
Yes, but listen, there were a lot. It's a time-sensitive thing, and a lot of the companies were getting backlash. Is that how you say it?
True.
Because the other companies wanted them to fall down.
Of
right?
course, yeah. It's a war.
So I do feel bad because I didn't do my research as much as I should have.
Yeah.
I was just like very stubborn, and I'm like, everything that comes in a bad reputation, I'm just cutting off. So I'm back on Netflix, and I watched a movie, and it is called, I forgot the name. What's her name? Megan Fox.
I watched that movie. That's scary.
Okay, you watched it too?
I watched
Hell
it not
yeah.
long ago because it just dropped.
Yeah. Subservience. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeat it. What's the name of it?
Subservience.
Subservience.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't even know it's about AI. And me and Thuraya have been deciding to talk about this topic for a long time,
you guys.
And I keep telling Thuraya, I'm like, oh, I don't, I really didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because my brain just goes somewhere else. But I watched the picture, and it was Massimo on it, the guy. And yes, I have a crush on him. He's very cute. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this movie. And then 2 seconds in, and I was like, oh my god, this is AI. Mm-hmm. I don't really like her, but I was like, okay, cool. I'll watch it.
She's a really good actor.
She is very good. No, don't get me wrong. I just don't like
moment.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like her either.
Yeah.
She's so like, I don't want to talk shit, but again, good actor.
Yes. Anyways, so I was watching the movie, and it literally scared me because I really truly believe that robots are going to get that intelligence, and they are going to have feelings.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Why
and
can't
imagine
a robot have a feeling?
Because they're going to become 10 times more dangerous if they have feelings.
They're more intelligent than us.
Yes,
For
but
you to
that
be,
doesn't mean that you're going to have intelligent because we feed them the information.
but also intelligence in how you process actions and words. So for us to say robots cannot have emotions, no, they can if you teach them.
True, true, true.
All you have to do is to teach them how to react to the things that for you are emotional
Yeah.
or bring emotions. You can tell them how to feel. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean they don't have emotions? No, they do.
Yeah. But the part that scared me is when he was feeling her pulse and
Yeah.
like her heart. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And to me, as a human, because I mean, are y'all gonna watch it or should I just listen? I'm gonna give you a warning. If whatever I'm gonna say now, it's basically I'm gonna what do you say? How do you say it? Like I'm gonna drop
Spoil it?
spoilers. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just
Spoiler
warning you.
alert. If you want to
Spoiler.
watch it, go watch it, then come back to this.
Literally.
Or if you don't mind, I'm the type of person that really don't care about spoilers.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna still enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
I don't care if
Yeah.
people tell me what it is.
It depends. To me, it depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically his wife gets sick and he has to get a robot for his kids, and it just happens to be this girl who is Megan Fox. Very cute.
Though,
and-
okay, hold on. You cut a lot, girl.
Yes, I mean it's an hour and a half. I'm not gonna be
No,
talking.
it's very important that when his wife goes to the hospital, it's very normal, okay, that the staff in the hospital are robots. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very normal
But
that there
that-
are shopping centers for those robots, depending on what type of service that you want. So he takes his daughter to go and shop.
Yes, but I didn't give me a second because they don't tell you that the
That's-
doctors are robots until later on.
Dystopian shit.
Yeah, but you don't know that. I didn't know that the doctors are robots until later on.
I knew from the beginning that everybody is a robot. Everybody that is in service is a robot. The servers, the person.
The servers, yes.
It's a mix.
But the doctors, and actually, it shocked me once they went, her and her daughter, and they were hiding from Megan Fox, and everybody started looking like a robot as the
okay.
doctors. That was insane to me.
I got it from the
Because,
get-go.
like, how do you have somebody control someone else's life that is a robot? That you know what I mean? That is controlled by other
insane.
people. You know, no sympathy, nothing at all. And the models of the doctors were not as advanced as Megan Fox because
True.
her type of robot has feelings.
Yeah.
And most of the other robots, they didn't. Even
Yeah.
when he took his daughter to look for robots to choose some, his daughter kind of left him and went away, and he lost her. So he was looking for her, and Megan Fox is like felt sympathetic kind of toward the
like
kid
she could
to get her.
sense the feelings.
Exactly.
So dystopian.
Yes, it's insane. And she can literally just like feel the heart of a person or their pulse,
And be
and
like,
she understands
yeah.
their feelings and their pressure, like stress and all of that.
Tell me robots don't have feelings. That's even smarter than a
Programmed.
human
Yeah,
person.
of course. They have unhuman power. Like
Exactly.
if you can read the heartbeat and you understand the stress level and all of that, that's insane. So anyways, he feels her heart or whatever, and then he cheats on his wife with her because she can mimic his wife's voice.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Because his wife was in the hospital and he basically was
But again,
heartbroken.
like
And
it's the robot that was trying to manipulate him to cheat on his wife because he was stressed. Like the robot could feel that he is stressed and trying to ease his life, so she was manipulating him to sleep with her so she can release the stress, which is so
But it's
dystopian
also-
as well.
but it's also not because she wants him to feel good, because she liked him.
Yes, she
That's
also liked
that's
him.
the
Yes.
scariest part.
Yeah, it's like
Because imagine a robot falls in love with you, and the robot is psychotic.
determined.
And psychotic is willing to do anything because she fights everybody. She's willing to kill the baby,
the
the
type of
mother,
love.
every single body, like
That's
everybody.
the type of love that we should strive for.
No. I'm good. Girl, I will be single forever.
Nope.
Nope.
Not me.
Not me. Hell no.
With
You saw her
robots
at the
out
end? She
there?
was a zombie. That shit, I was like, this is not Megan Fox. Who is that?
No, it is really scary.
was very
and
scary.
I feel like it's very realistic.
Yes.
I could see it happening, and it's very scary.
Yeah, I literally don't want to live in
That's
those
when
times.
you
So
know-
please, God.
Like, if this thing happened, like, and we got to this point, it's better off to live off the grid.
Yeah. I'm literally peacefully going up there. I'm not
Off the
staying.
grid. Yeah. No, for real. Because, like, how do you control? Like, you just cannot. It's scary when there are computers taking control of humanity. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
It does sound crazy. Also, like, what bugs me with AI is like the amount of things that people gonna have to go through. You know, like deep fakes. You know, people using your image
Yeah.
to create content that is not supposed to be out there. You know, like
Yeah.
adult content. This type of things are very scary because with technology, they can do it in a way that if you don't know the person, you would absolutely believe it. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's not there yet, but it will be.
We all know it's
It
out
will
there.
be. No, but I'm saying like right now we can somewhat can tell that this
Yeah.
is AI.
Yeah.
But give it like 5 years
Yeah.
and you will not be able to tell at all.
Yeah,
It's already getting really good, to be honest. But my biggest frustration with it is it replacing other people's job. And that was part of the movie that it really frustrated me because especially if it's a creative type of job.
I mean, in the movie, the subservient, she's replacing a mother.
Yeah.
If you can replace a mother, you basically they're giving you the idea that we can replace
But
anything.
a
mother, a partner.
She didn't really. The kids, that's what they were showing you.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what they were going for in the movie, to be honest, because
No.
the kid was always craving her mother's lasagna. They were
Yeah,
always
yeah.
showing
Of
that
course,
the
of
mother.
course.
But yeah, she was trying to. Even with the kid, she was reading the story to her kid in her mother's voice, not in her voice, right? So yeah, it's pretty scary. Any job, family member stuff, and I could see people doing that. Actually, you could maybe take the picture of a person, the height and the weight and everything, and they're like, "Can you do me a model like that?" To a person
There
that
are apps like on our phones right now. Google it. There are apps where you upload, let's say 3-4 pictures, and you tell them, "I want the picture to be like that." I personally can tell when it's fake or not because I also watch a lot of AI content, so I can tell when it's AI, when it's not. But there are a lot of people that cannot tell because they don't spend much time online.
yeah,
So
especially older people.
I'm not
Yeah.
afraid for myself. I'm afraid of people who do not know these things, you
Yeah.
know, and they would believe all type of things, especially like with a crime. You can definitely lie because now you can even fake sounds, like especially us doing a podcast. So now somebody can have a sample of my voice, a sample of Yasmeen's voice,
give them
can do a whole.
ideas.
No, the app already exists, and you can do a whole conversation just using our voices. I personally can tell because like I've watched videos where they use like a sample voice to tell the program to give them a sentence using that voice. And there are still some differences between a real voice speaking and an AI speaking. But again, like you said, we're only progressing. So in the future, it's going to get even more dangerous. I'm just afraid of like, how are we going to control this? We live in a world that we have laws for this life. Till now, we don't have laws that control AI. We don't have laws that protect us from what's coming.
Because
I don't know why we're waiting. We know the consequences of AI.
Yeah, but I don't know it in English, but in Arabic, there's a saying. I can't say it. Like if I say it in Arabic, you're not gonna understand it. But basically, it like a criminal, you can't say they are a criminal until they have
A
you have an
crime. Yeah,
evidence,
yeah,
yeah,
of
or a
course.
crime or something. So because AI is still new, we still don't have a lot of negative things about it. The government cannot have those rules. It's something
Actually,
that we're expecting in the near
actually,
future.
there are apps that are concentrated on adult content, that have been doing their own regulations, and they have been shutting down a lot of accounts that actually do deep fakes of kids. So we already have cases because we have a proof that these contents are out there existing. Therefore, the platforms are shutting down the accounts. Therefore, we need to create laws. But I'm sure somebody is benefiting from not having those laws out there. So
Maybe they wanted us
now
to be in that.
private
Yeah.
companies are doing their own steps to protect the platforms, their own platforms.
Yeah.
You know, like OF is doing that. It's protecting its own users and the basically their platform by watching out for these deepfakes, because it's increasing a lot. Like by the thousands, they have to keep watching and seeing what's fake, what's not, and shutting down accounts after an account. And that gets crazy, honestly.
Yeah. It's pretty scary. But somebody, like you said, is benefiting of it out there. They also want us to be so infatuated with all of these new things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they want us to be distracted from something that they're doing. But it's been like that since technology has been out there, like since TVs and phones dropped, right? But they're feeding it to us little by little until we get to a point that it's going to go out of control. I really believe that one day is just going to go out of control, and nobody's going to be able to control it. Even the government is not going to be able to do anything.
I just hope that I don't live that day.
Me too.
Like I don't want to see it, you know,
Yeah.
because I feel like I already have an idea about how that day would look like from the movies. There are a lot of movies that show us
Yeah.
what computers and robots can do by
Yeah.
taking over.
Because I could assure you, I'm not going to be that brave white girl in the movie. I'm just going to let it go. Like if a robot comes to kill me, just end it right then and there. I'm not going to be running. What is it for? Like if a robot can slap me, I'll be flying out like 50
Honestly,
feet
yeah,
away.
yeah,
It's a robot slap.
yeah. Haven't tried that.
I've been choosing Megan Fox.
So true, she flew.
I'm not doing that. Hell no. Especially, oh my God, especially imagine if the robot can fly and like we just see like robots
That's
flying
unbeatable.
around us.
Unbeatable. Like I think we're gonna feel so useless as humans at some point. Like it's gonna be depressing how useless we're gonna feel. Like if
Yeah.
we're gonna interact with robots that know everything,
Yeah.
can perfect everything, and we are just full of mistakes.
Yeah.
Error and try, you know?
Yeah. That's literally one of my biggest fears. It's like somebody or one of them replacing me at work. I'm literally not going to have excitement to do anything at all.
You know, with physical work, I feel like it's gonna take a little bit more time for AI to and robots to take over the physical work that we do.
Yeah, but I do creative shit, and
Yeah.
that's what scares me.
The scary part is actually the creative work. I think creatives gonna see the hardest slap from AI,
Yeah.
because it can imagine things that it's impossible for us to imagine. It can create things that are impossible for us to create.
It can though, because we're feeding it images
yeah.
that we did, and it's just putting things together and coming up with something. It's not new. It's there. So also AI's imagination is limited to what we put out there for it. You know what I mean? Because all of its imaginations, it's from past work. For example, architecture. It takes its past work from architecture, nature, and stuff like that, and it puts it together, and it gives you that example.
Yeah.
Like the one that you sent me.
Yeah, like it
It
takes
imagines
seconds for it.
tomato,
Yeah.
and it does like a building out of it. It
But
imagines a
it's
cabbage, and it does
the
a
beauty is like
facade
it
out of
can
it.
do that in seconds, like seriously
Yes, but it's
accurate.
not possible to do that by human. It just takes us a long time. Here, the only thing that is replacing the creative part is the time. Yes, it takes you 2 seconds to do that.
I think
where
it's
a
the
human
time
it
and the
takes
money.
hours.
It takes time.
Of course,
and
yeah,
money.
that too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying like you're not gonna get any better results, to be honest. Creatively, you cannot replace a human and get the best result, because an AI is gonna give it to you, yeah, in 2 seconds. But you, in order for you to have everything that you want in design, you would have to have a human look at the design to know what your problems is and give you that solution. AI is always going to be aesthetic, not a problem solver designer, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the programs that are available in design and building and things
It's
like
mostly
that.
aesthetic.
So I have
It
no
is mostly
idea how
aesthetic.
far it's
It's
like.
because I know it from school. A lot of
Yeah.
people were starting using AI, and it's mostly aesthetic. They do like a facade. The least important thing that they teach you in architecture is the facade of a building, the outside, the cover,
Yeah.
or the
it's
shape,
the least
the
important
form.
because it can change.
Yeah. What is first thing that you need to think of is the form and sorry, not the form. The form is the least important.
foundation.
The foundation, as in like the programs.
Yeah.
How you put things together. Are you going to put the restroom next to the bedroom because it's more convenient for the person to go just right there? Or, you know what I mean? And the experience of a person when they enter a building, how they're going to feel, their connection to the natural light, to the material, all of that. AI, in my opinion, would never be able to get to that human level in solving these problems for people, to make it feel like there's a connection between the building and the human. And that's in every creative thing, even in art, paintings and prints, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's different from one human to another.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about humans. I feel like we're going to be all different. With robots, it's very easy to have them all
Same.
alike.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about AI in third world countries? Do you think they even care about it?
No, I don't think so. And I think they will be very like, how do I say, amazed by it. But I think it will take like quadruple the amount of time to be really there and working with people compared to first world countries, of course, because
Yeah.
we don't have that resources and stuff like that. But I feel like it also depends from culture to culture and from country to country. For example, some countries could use it in their advantage and be very healthy with it. And I think Japan is going to be one of the countries that is going to make it very, very good, versus China, for example, because they're going to use it really against their people.
True,
And they
true.
have like 2 billion people. And imagine a lot of these people are going to be unemployed. And now you have like a disaster. So
True.
it just depends from one country to the other, culture-wise, too. That's just
I agree.
how I think about it.
Yeah, I feel like in the States is going to be very capitalized. So only future will tell, but like my imagination of it is going to be extremely capitalized.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we have not lived in that world yet. So I have no idea how I'm going to feel about it, but I don't think I'm going to like it.
Yeah, I would never want to be honest.
I want a robot though. Like I want a robot that does take care of things around the house. Like, just like a maid that is a robot. I can shut her off and shut her on whenever I want to.
Okay,
Like,
good for you.
you
I'll
know?
never visit.
I would love that. What you mean? Imagine you have a maid as a robot.
No, thank you.
But
I
why?
can do my
Why?
things. I got it. Because I'm never gonna be able to sleep. I don't know if that bitch is gonna wake up and like try to kill me at night.
What if they give you like a chip? You take the chip out.
Girl, you don't trust it in that movie?
I
They took
know.
the thing off of her brain and she still came back. If they develop feelings, they're crazy. Hell no.
I think the movie was a little bit exaggerated.
But that is going to happen. Watch it. Maybe definitely when we're not alive. 100 years
Very
from now,
scary.
yes, it will happen. Because you said it. They teach them. Feelings can be taught.
Yeah.
So
It can
a
definitely be
100,
taught.
150 years, that's going to definitely be there.
Yeah.
And really, people are going to start having feelings for a robot. I really see that. And that is very stupid if you do that. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Um, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, a lot of people in our society are losing the everyday contact with humans. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
so scary.
it's already happening
And it's
where a
so
lot,
fast.
yes.
At a very fast pace. It's
Like a
scary.
lot of people say Generation Z can't even hold a conversation. Generation Z or Alpha or whoever after them.
Gen Alpha and Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Alpha and Gen Z both are very shy people, can barely interact with
And that's
humans.
true. And
it's
I feel like a lot of us got that way after COVID too, because we were, all of us, mostly at home. And we got fed that idea through social media too. Like now everybody got ADHD. Now everybody got this and this and that. You know what I mean? There were a lot of things that were introduced to us during that time to have us think that way so they can release the AI afterwards. I truly believe that. I don't know why I think it might. It's just a thought. It might not be right, but I believe that it was made in a way that we all should think that we need to be antisocial and we need to be distant from one another in order for this AI idea to kind of
I think so.
have its way through
I
society.
think so. To be honest, I think so. I feel like every time a huge change happens worldwide, it's definitely to introduce an idea into the world.
Yeah.
It's definitely to push something into the society that otherwise would not be okay.
That's scary. Definitely.
I'm glad I'm from a generation that I lived without technology and with technology. And like seriously, when I shut my eyes off and try to go back to the time where I didn't even have a cell phone on me 24/7 and things like that, like in my head it's like a different life. Like it's completely different and I can't even comprehend sometimes that I lived these two lives. Like a life with internet and information's right in my hands, and a life where my information was coming from the things around me, nothing from the internet. Like it just mind blowing to me that I actually lived these two different lives in one lifetime.
Yeah.
And I still have more to go and I don't know what I'm gonna see. Like the changes are really accelerating quick that my brain is not comprehending this.
Yeah.
But I keep reminding myself that I did live a time without phones and without internet, and I was absolutely fine. I did not feel like the world is going to end. I did not feel like I don't have access to information or resources just because I didn't have internet. Yes, it is important, but I feel like we are using it in ways where it's becoming overly dangerous. Like we're overly dependent on things. I know it's faster, but the beauty of things is to take some time. You know, we just want like everything fast, fast, fast.
I feel like even in those times we felt happier than today, because we were way more connected with our family, with our neighbors, the people around us. We were more social. And I feel like we had a solution for every problem. Right now, we have the solution in our hand.
Many solutions.
A lot, everything, literally. But that thing makes us panic and feel like we don't have.
You know why? Because it doesn't just give you the solution. It gives you the solution and what could happen after.
True.
So it's giving you a solution, but it's also implementing fear if you take the solution. Before, it's like, oh my God, I have a solution. You don't even have. A lot of people do think about consequences, but we weren't like that because we weren't used to the idea where, okay, the solution and what could have, how could this go wrong?
Yeah.
You know, now it's like the right thing and the logical thing to do is to look at the solution and see how bad it can go. Before, it wasn't like that. We just got fed this idea and now we live with it. That's it. Like, we got used to knowing everything about anything that we want to do before we jump at it.
Yeah.
Of course, you're going to have fear and
Yeah.
different expectations than just jumping into something that you have minimum informations about.
Yeah.
It is really, I don't know, like it's something that can be very good but very bad at the same time. Like, we have seen and we are living the good and the bad from it, and I just don't have one opinion about it because I do use technology every day. Like, come on, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
can't, like,
of
at
course.
this point,
We
it's
all
been
do.
implemented
Yeah.
in my life, you know?
Yeah. But at least we know the consequences that it might cause
At least
in
we
the
are
future.
educated.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the most important thing, is to get yourself educated about these things so they do not harm you. Like,
Yeah.
especially with AI. Like, I advise everybody to watch AI videos so you can tell between AI and not AI, and keep doing that so you can teach your brain, your eye, really, and
Yeah.
senses that this is AI or not, because you're going to be lied to left and right.
Yeah.
You're not going to have the right narrative if you're going to believe AI. And this is why I feel bad for younger people and like seniors.
And it's also not only AI, it's technology in general, because a lot of these people, humans,
Yeah.
they're having access to so many information, and they can lie to you in the sense that, oh, I know psychology, oh, I know law, oh, I know anything in this world. And they can just dress very nicely, put a camera in front of them,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
start talking as in, we all see those videos as in, they look like they are in a podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have the mic and they start talking to you about like,
Especially finance, economy,
Yeah, very-
money,
exactly.
businesses, how to make money, how
And they
to
have
increase your
you-
income.
they have you thinking that they got it all, and they're like, well, I was 27 and now I'm 28
Yep.
and I have a multi-million business. I bet you if you check after these people, they ain't got $20,000 in their name.
Yeah, yeah.
They're broke.
Don't fall
They
for
can
these.
literally just fake it. They go buy a specific cigar and they buy a suit or whatever, and they look nice, and everybody can do that. We can literally go now, look different, come back, and
And sometimes
Film you a whole
these
different
things
thing.
that people are like putting on, and these are all facade and usually dupes and fakes that people use, but you can't tell because it's all on camera. You're not really seeing the objects, you
Yeah.
know? So I've seen a lot. And there are big channels and big pages that
Yeah.
do that constantly. Like every 10 hours, they're dropping content to grab people's
Attention.
attention and businesses. And they just try to sell you courses, I think. Or
Yeah.
like when they try to sell you a course, just run.
yeah.
Just run,
Literally.
run.
And all of their numbers are faked, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And they just like have you thinking that you don't have anything right in your life. You're
No.
unsuccessful, uneducated,
And seriously,
and you're
yeah.
literally a dummy. You don't do anything in your life.
And some of these
And
people,
it's not true.
Some of these people run probably 12, 13 accounts, if not more, and they comment on each account, so they make you feel like, oh my God, these are humans. I
psychotic
swear to God. And sometimes people, let's say, create a bigger group of people who live, like, let's say,
Scammers.
scammers who
Yeah.
live, let's say, anywhere outside the United States. Okay, they make a group and they tell them, hey, I just posted this, go comment.
Yeah.
And everybody
They
like
pay
in that
them
group,
and- yeah.
is a scammer. Let's say you have 50 scammers that you just tell them to go interact with your content. So people who are looking outside, they feel like, oh my God,
Yeah.
you have interaction.
They got-
all these are bots. Like you can buy anything you want. You just have to investigate.
Yeah. Like
You really
literally,
have to do
a
the
dollar
extra.
runs a long way
Yeah.
outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
So anybody outside in the fourth world country,
For real.
if they are really poor, and you tell them, "I'll give you $1 to comment 5 comments on these different," they'll do it in 2 seconds.
real. Not
Are you
even
kidding
thinking
me?
about it.
$1 will get them lunch for them and the entire family.
Yeah.
They'll do it in 2 seconds.
All it takes is comments.
Yeah.
No, for real, guys. You have to really be careful because these are all real stories. Like, please investigate. People do this. They do
Yeah.
documentaries on this on YouTube. So it's all out there. If you really do the research, you will never fall. So just keep your minds open with technology, AI, fake deeps. Everything is out there.
Literally.
Scary.
It is. It's very, very
And you know
scary.
what's funny? Also, I know people on like a personal level who try to post like content. It's like AI generated. And I'm like, are you going to write this is AI or are we just going to act like this is not AI? You know, like sometimes people would post a picture, professional picture, but I can tell it's an AI picture. Like I can tell you went to an app and you fed it 17 pictures.
But doesn't it show the app?
In Instagram, you have the option of telling people this was generated by AI or not.
What?
Yes, like on the post, you have the option.
And it's Meta?
Yeah, it's Meta.
How do they even allow that?
I don't know. But you know, like I've used some of these apps and I've even posted those pictures where I feed it, let's say 10 pictures, but it give me cartoonish AI.
Yeah.
There are apps where it can, like you can feed it, let's say you put makeup on or without even makeup, just put pictures of you to an app and you tell the app, give me headshots, professional headshots. It will give you professional headshots. And some people are using this on their professional accounts as if it's a picture. There is nothing wrong with that, yes, but it's
say
AI
it,
generated.
yeah.
Like it's AI generated. And honestly, it's not a good look. It's really not. It takes
the human part out of you.
yeah. Thank you.
You're not a robot.
Thank you. Yeah, like it's okay to
Simple.
work with a photographer and give them some money or have a friend take a good picture of you. Like
You don't even need to. If you
Yeah,
don't want to spend
honestly.
money, I get it.
good lighting and a
That
picture.
is I'm all for that. Keep your money. Literally a light white background and just you wearing a shirt or whatever. Take a picture and that's it. That's all you need. You can edit it too if you want to edit, and that's
for
all you
real.
need.
Yeah. But I've seen some from like on a personal level, and I'm like, y'all will. Somebody's gonna clock you one day. Like it's not gonna be me, but somebody's gonna clock you one day.
Watch out.
Yeah, don't use AI like that. Like it's funny when it's a joke, but don't really use it when
Yeah, not for a picture.
not for a professional picture. Like it's funny, yes. Like if Yasmeen is like, oh, I can imagine myself as a warrior. Okay, I'll put picture Yasmeen and be like, make her a warrior.
I'm not gonna be. I'm not. You can tell.
Yes,
I'm
it's a
not. I
joke.
was not living in the 1700s, and you know, like
not
that
a Viking.
did not happen.
Yeah.
So unless you cannot tell, don't do that shit. That's not cute.
Yeah, and it's getting smarter. Like AI is getting smarter. Those apps are getting a lot better. Like before, you could tell with the hands and the feet, and now they're trying to work on the hands and the feet. And you know, there are furniture stores and decor stores that actually sell AI paintings, AI
That is just ugly.
art.
That is ugly. I'm so sorry. That is ugly. Don't do that to
Yes,
artists,
yes.
please.
Like Shane Dawson, he does documentaries, and he went to, I think, TJ Maxx in one of his conspiracy videos, and I think he clocked like 2 to 3 paintings that were done with AI, from the way like the things are dripping from the hands and the smiles and things like that. Like if you really pay attention to the art piece, you can
Ew.
tell if it's AI or not. But like TJ Maxx is already putting some out there, so be careful. Don't spend money on things that are costing them like seconds and cents, and they're selling it for hundreds of dollars.
First of all, you should never buy art from TJ Maxx or any
yeah, true.
store like that, please. I don't know. Get
Support
you a canvas,
smaller
do something,
artists.
or support smaller artists.
Or like
That's-
sometimes homeless people even draw in the streets, just
Yes.
purchase something. Some of
I
them are
really-
really cool, honestly.
I really want to. There's one that is close by you. I really
Yeah.
want to get one from. Very
There
cute.
is a homeless person that I drive by sometimes. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he used to draw like big asses, big boobs, and it's actually really good. I swear to God, it was
Not
so
only
nice.
that, he
No,
has a
no,
lot of,
that
yeah.
that was most of his stuff.
Oh, I didn't.
Big
I've
boobs.
seen
Big,
different
oh, really?
things. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've seen portraits.
Okay.
And I think it's of him, to be honest, but he does it in
Oh,
a very abstract way.
but
I've
I
seen
like
like
it. I really do.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very nice. Very
So-
very vibrant. I
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, please don't replace creative minds, because that's the thing that makes us feel alive. And if we cannot be creative, there's literally no purpose for us to be alive. I'm sorry, it's sounding dark, but it's
that's
the
actually
truth.
true.
It is the truth. We run on passion and motivation and all of that. And if
Yeah,
we don't
if you're
have
gonna
passion
take
for
all
something
that
creative,
away,
then what is the purpose of us being here? And I think there is a creativity in every single thing. A farmer is creative, a doctor is creative, an artist, of course, and a designer, a lawyer. Everybody has somewhat creativity to be very good in their work.
Yep.
So if you take the creativity out of a human, there's no purpose of life at all.
For real.
But that is on that. I kind of want to play a game.
Let's play one. I think I'm done talking about AI. I'll come up and talk to you about AI next time I find something new. So far, I feel like we are on the same page.
Yes. Stay away from us.
Yes. And then
Not now.
Let's go play a game.
Hell yeah.
If you
Let's
want to
go.
watch it, come back next week. Bye.
Bye, besties.